Hello there, my name is Yatwini Brian. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be building this amazing and beautiful portfolio. Remember, like if you are a developer or if you're working in IT, it's very crucial and it's really nice for you to be having your own portfolio. So we are going to be making this portfolio from start to finish, and it's made by using ReactJs and Vite, and for the styling you're using style components. So I'm going to be showing you how you're going to be building it from start to finish, and yeah, so let's look at it. You can see how amazing it looks. And just look at how beautiful the nav bar is. Yeah, and all the routes are pointing it to the right direction. And even you can look at yeah, it's so beautiful. Even like all the projects, the about page, the technologies page, like all of them, like they're working and functioning perfectly. So I'll be showing you how you're going to be building this project from start to finish. And even you can see like how beautiful the technologies part I is. So here it is. And remember, like if you are a beginner, like this one I've made it specifically by having beginners in mind. And if you're a beginner or starting with React, I'll highly recommend you to build like this project, because very important. You're going to be learning a lot of things from building only this one project. And yeah, so but if you be having any question, don't forget to ask me any questions that you're going to be having by the end of the video, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Also, you can look at how the number looks. It's so beautiful. Yeah, and it's pretty nice. So let's start building this project. But before that, let us first go to my GitHub page, and like I just come to my GitHub, and I'm going to put the link to the project in the description down below. And if you'll be having any question by the end of the video, or but when you or while you're building this project, don't forget to ask me. So you can come to the part where the project is. The link is going to be in the description below, and you can download the project, and try to, maybe you can look even at the codes and compare it maybe with yours. If maybe you'll be stuck somewhere, or maybe if you are going to encounter any error or any bugs. And even here, we'll be having like I'll be giving you some already assets, some images assets, and even there is some already files that are prepared for you. Example, we have the assets page where it has all the images. And even as you look here, like you can download any image that you want. I just click on that example, that's the chat.png. You can download even this image if you want. Like you're going to download, you can come here and download any assets or even any styles that you want, because there are going to be three files that I'll give you, so that at least you can start by them. But all the other files you're going to build it alongside with me. And yeah, but I think the best thing even is you can just come and then download the whole codes. If you be encountering any problem, download it as zip, still it's okay. Yeah, so with that said and done, I think we need to start building now our project. Okay, see you on the next slide. First thing is always just to create a new folder, and let's call this folder my portfolio, and then you can just drag and drop it to our code editor. And like most developers, including me, like you always love using, that is VS Code, because VS Code is one of the best editor out there. So let's come to Vite.js website, and you're going to be using React but from Vite. So I just come here we can come to the Vite website and copy that path and copy that. After you've copied it, you can paste it in your terminal. Let me just go to the right directory. Yeah, you can just paste it to your terminal. So it's going to take like some seconds or some minutes depending on your internet speed. Yeah, and right now it's asking you to write the name of the project. So let's say just portfolio, and here you can choose anyone. So we choose React, and here we're just going to choose only JavaScript. So let's do this first so that we can start building. So let's do the cd portfolio, then the npm install, then npm so npm install. So it's going to take some minutes or some seconds. Let's just wait seconds. Yeah, so it's okay. Now again, let's install some dependencies. So you're going to be using style components, so you can just do npm install style components. So we're going to be using style components for styling of our project. Yeah, like I know you might be asking yourself like why we didn't use the other options like tailwind and so on, but I just prefer style components. Okay, so it's already finished installing. So we can come here again. We need like to install some other dependencies, so let's do npm install react router dom. Yeah, so let's wait a minute or so. Yeah, it's okay. And then let's install again another dependency. That will be npm install, I think it should be react icons. Yeah, react icons, because we'll be using all the icons are going to be coming from React. Expand this one, our collider, and remove all the necessary parts. Just open it. One minute. Now from this point, I don't know like if you know the structure of how a React project usually looks like. So let's first of all move to package.json and look at all the dependencies that you have installed and the dependencies that you're going to be needing for this project. So as you can see, the dependency are very simple, and yeah, so even like you can see like so from this point you can just look at the structure of a React project. Very simple still, but if you're a beginner, don't be intimidated. Yeah, so if you have any question, please don't forget to ask me in the description below again. Yeah, and yeah, so from this point, like, we've added our assets. So these assets are like, as I told you earlier, I have prepared assets folder or asset file which has all the images I'm going to be using here, and there is this constant that has the file global styles.js as the file images.js and the file index.js. So as you can see, like these JS files, like they're very simple. Yeah, example, this global style has just all the styles that you're going to be using globally. in making our portfolio website. Yeah, as you can see, like it just uses the style components structure. And then you have the images.js. This images.js has all the images and the SVGs that we are going to be using in our file, in our portfolio. And as you can see, like I'm just importing and exporting it. Yeah, even the index.js, so we are just exporting as default as images from images. Very simple still. So if you need, so we can just get these images, we can get these files, from the GitHub link that I've posted, GitHub link that I've included in the description below. So there are three. You have the constants, the styles, and the assets folder. You can get those three folders, and let's begin making this. So let's move first of all to the app.css. Actually, you don't need this file. You can just either delete it or just clear it, but you have deleted it. So let's move to the first part. Yeah, so we're going to move to first of all app.jsx. So remember, this is Vite. Vite usually say app. We usually say like has a JSX extension. Yeah, so in Vite you really use the JSX extension. Then you have another file that is the hero.jsx for the hero section. And then let's make another one here. Let's say projects.jsx. And then another one is going to be, let's say achievement.jsx, containing all the achievements you've done as a developer or as a freelancer. And then another file, let's say experience.jsx, containing all the experience section or the experience things that you've done. And then the about.jsx, which is about you. Yeah, no brainer. And then there's technologies.jsx. Then last one, I think, yeah, footer.jsx, which will be having our footer. Yeah, so those are the files that you'll be needing for this one. So these are our finished project. So the first thing you're going to be making is the navbar. As you can see from this finished project, like you've seen like how the navbar is supposed to be. So let's move first of all to the app.jsx, because app.jsx is like the main file. Okay, it's not the main. Yeah, we already have the main thing, so you can do just RAFCE. RAFCE is going to give us the skeleton template for that's the navbar, and still RAFCE, so as to get the skeleton template for the app section. Yeah, and if you did it and it didn't come, so remember, like you can install the extension that is, I think it's ES7 or ES plus 7. Yeah, ES7 or ES plus 7. You can just try to install the extension from the, yeah, for the extension in your VS Code. So let's import first of all some things. We are going to be importing the browser router as root, and as router, sorry, and we're going to import again, that is going to be root, and then routes, and they're all coming from React router DOM. And then let's import another thing that we're going to import, that is the navbar. Oh, sorry, not navbar as well. Okay, navbar from, that is the dot components slash navbar.jsx. See the same, we're going to import like the hero section coming from, still the same. That is going to be, so we're going to be importing all those files coming from the, say the same, that is dot, is going to be let's see, dot slash components slash hero. So we can do like for all the other files that we're going to do that for all the other files. So in this, first of all, the app.jsx, let's first of all do the RFCE and include all the skeleton codes in all the files. So let's do that first. RAFCE. So remember, like, still again, if you're doing this and then like it doesn't give you the option of including the skeleton code, just you can install the ES7 extension in your VS Code. So let's finish. We're doing this so that it can be imported into the app.jsx, because without it, then it won't import anything. Yeah. So for save all, let's save it, and then okay, let's remove all the necessary files that are open, so that you can give some space. Then now let's import another thing. Okay. Okay. For that, let's first of all create the roots. Let's see. And this router is going to be inside, like you're going to have the app container. It's going to include the app container. And let's say first of all, let's include there the navbar. Then you can include, like, let's say the content container, content containing all the contents for the website. Content container. Then you can say, like, from this point, like, we can add so let me see, let's just save and see. Yeah, so you have a problem here. You need to include a slash there. So yeah, I think it's sorted. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at my CMD, that's the command prompt, and see if there is any error still. Remember, like, use your CMD or your terminal, still no problem. Now let's continue adding our content here. So you can, first of all, we're going to import style, that the global styles. I don't know if you can remember. So we're going to say import that style, and then create global style, create global style, which is coming from style components. Yeah, so I think, like, all those are the things that you're going to be named. Color, let's say hash 12 12 12, that's the background color. Then let's say, like, the font family to be, I think Arial will be perfect, so let's say Arial, and then sans serif. Yeah, I think that's perfect. And then color, let's say it's supposed to be white, so let's say HFFF. Yeah, so then I can say, like, cards is going to be, as the background color going to be that is hash 1E 1E 1E. and it's going to have let's say color of white still. That's going HFFF. Border radius is going to be 10 pixels. Then you can add like a box shadow. Okay, let's add first of all padding be 1.5 frame. Then you can say like box shadow to be 0, 4 pixels, 8 pixels, and then RGBA to be 0, 0, 0, then 0 point I think 1 be perfect. And say like margin bottom. Margin bottom we're going to give it, going to say like it's supposed to be 100 VH. Inspect and see if first of all there is any error, and so that you can try to fix any error if there is. So as you can see here at our console, you have the uncaught reference error, the app container. Like first of all, like we need to, like you have not, like we have referenced them, but you haven't like. So here you can say app container to be style.div, and we're going to say display to be flex direction. You can say going to be, I think column will be great. That's going to be 100 VH. That's the minimum height. Then the padding, let's say 8 rem. 8 rem is okay. You can say like content container. This content container we're going to say like styled equals to style.div. Then it's going to be flex grow to be 1. Then here, now from this part, I know like this may be looking like they are intimidating, okay, but don't worry. So let's first of all, let's see if there's still any error. Nothing severe. Okay, so let's return that to that later. So don't I know like these style components may be looking intimidating, but if you look at them, like they're just almost the same as CSS. So let's move to stylecomponents.com, and here if you be having any error or any problem understanding style components, come to this website, and it's going to inform and give you all the details that you need to know about style components. You can see like it is being used by very big companies. You can just come here, you can click the documentation, and you can go through it in your own time. You can read the documentation and you can go through it in your own time. You can see like it's very simple. It's just CSS, but it has some twist a little bit, but it's very simple. You can come read the documentation, and any questions still, don't forget to tell me in the comment section. Yeah, so let's continue. So that will be a route. Let's say route path. Path to be empty, and then element going to be rendering the, that is the home page. Now from this one you can just copy it and paste it 3 times, but let's start here. First of all, it's going to be projects, and then here you can say just let's remove this projects, that, then paste it again. So here is going to be technologies, and then remove this one and say technologies. So yeah, technologies, then paste the last one. So yeah, you're going to say the route is going to lead to about page, about. So the importance of the route is just to, is going to be meaning that when the link is going to, when that link is going to be clicked, going to take you there to the other page known as the route page. So you can close all of them with something known as routes. You can close all of them with routes. Let's just move this down. Yeah. So add again. Let's say const home page, and this const home page is going to be containing all the elements that are found in the respective routes. Also, like in the respective sections. Like example, you have the hero section, you have the project section, the technologies, the about and the achievement section. I know, like, you might be asking yourself, like, why haven't you included the footer? So in footer, you're going to include it somewhere. Let me show you. But let's see. The navbar, and let's say like we're going to import, that is, we're going to import link from React Rotterdam, and then we're going to import style from style components, and then we're going to import, that is, FA LinkedIn. This one is the LinkedIn icon, then FA Twitter, the Twitter icon, then FA GitHub icon, then FA YouTube, that's the YouTube icon, and they're all coming from, that is, React icons stroke FA. So they're all coming from React icons. So all the icon, like, you can import any icon that you think of. Yeah, I don't know, like, if you call it Twitter or X, I don't know, as you prefer. I still call it Twitter because it's Twitter, but maybe you can say, like, put it as X. It's okay still. So let's start here. They have menu styles, that div, and then this div is going to have the unordered list, and then in the unordered list you're going to have the list item. So in this li, or the list item, is going to be having those links, or the navigation links, the navigation links. So you can wrap the li, okay, you can put link into the li and say here, and add the home text, and in this home text you can see, like, it's almost the same as the one that we did at the app.jsx. You can look at it. So, and then here you can add the social icons. These social icons are the ones that is going to be having all the icons that you had imported: the LinkedIn, the YouTube, the Twitter, and then there's the GitHub icon. So you can just copy it and paste it, and you're wrapping it inside the social icons. Yeah, so like that. Nav menu styles. Now these nav menu styles are going to give that div called nav menu style. We're going to give it these styles. Position is going to be fixed, and then I can say, like, z index is going to be 100, top is going to be 0. Yeah, I think top 0 is okay. Then left 0, with 100% padding, you can say, like, let it be 1 rem, and then 0. Then I can give some background color, but you can just say background be variable, that is dark bg. So that's the background color. Remember we have the another list, so inside it you can say you can add these styles to the another list. That's going to be display, to be flex, align items, you can say it's going to be center, and then justify content, you can say it's going to be space between. You can add even some max width to be 111 1011 pixels, margin to be 0, and then auto padding 0, and then 2 rem. Then again inside it, remember we have the li, that's the list, and then the list you can say like list style to be none, you don't want any styles. Then and then you can say like display to be inline block, and then you can say like the border radius, so the border radius is going to be 8 pixels, and then the transition is going to be 0.3. Okay, let's say padding 1 rem, I think. Yeah, then you can add lastly li hover, so li that is list order hover, going to first of all you can say transition to be 0.3 seconds, then is background. So the reason why we have included this line is because we're going to be having that hovering effect. Okay, meaning that when the cursor goes near that item or that link, or that link is going to change color. img, that's the image, you can give it this style, this plain line block, and then you can say like margin right 1 rem, vertical align to be middle, then width you can say is going to be 40 pixels, height let's give it a 40 pixels height. Then there's the, and then you can say the a to be having, that is going to be display, to be inline block. Then you can say like the font family, let's give it to be robotomono regular. Then the font size, you can say it's going to have this color, that is going to be 1.5 rem. Then you can add the color to have to be in var, and then that is going to be Gary -1. Then text decoration going to be none, we don't want any decorations. Now still the same, it's going to have an hovering effect, so you're going to add this code transition to be color 0.3 seconds is. Then you can add like and hover, that's going to be the color to be light blue. So we want that color to appear or to have effect for 0.3 seconds. So you can add again some style for the social icons. You can say like social icons to be having these styles. So social icons is the part that contains all the icons, all the social media icons. You can add display to be flex. Then you can give it an align items. It's not supposed to be social icons. So social icons is the general, and the social icon is the individual icon. So let's just change it. Sorry for that. So can supposed to be social icon. So for the social icon, the individual ones, I say social icon to be style.a, and then you add the backticks. You can say here color to be white. I think yeah, it's supposed to be color is going to be white. Then you can give it a font size to have, I think font size you can say 1.5 frame. Then give it a margin, I think margin left to be 1 rem. And then see the same is going to have an hovering effect, so we add this code transition color to be 0.3 seconds is. And then now let's say hover, so making this over effect to be active. So I'm going to say color to be light blue. Now, yeah, I think right now everything is okay. Now, in this the part of the another list, let's say here, you can add that image or the logo that you saw. So you can say like you can add the line and say img src as the image source. So first of all, you can import. We imported the images part, right? Now let's import it. We need to import images, so you're going to import images from let's import first of all the image. So these images are the ones that are coming from the folders that are given you earlier when you started making the project, and I think you downloaded it. Okay, so we are importing it from, that is going to be so images.logo. So the name of the image is known as logo, and then you can say alt, you can say like something like logo. Now that's going to be the logo of our website. So let's just save it and see if there's any error or if everything is functioning okay. So let's turn to our app.js. Now we want to through effect and see if there is any error or the reason for the error. Yeah, so it seems like there's an error with loading of resources. So let's first of all comment this out so that you can see and save it. Yeah, so there's an issue with the import, with the path of the part that you are importing the images, the path that you are importing the images. So there's an issue with it. So let's change it. Let's see the path. Okay, let's first of all arrange these ones. Sorry. Yeah, so let's first of all arrange these ones. So yeah, so you imported it perfectly. I think our navbar is okay right now. You don't need to import anything else now. Let's just save it and see. Yeah, everything right now is functioning okay. Yeah, everything is okay. And I don't know if you can see that hovering effect. And even like when you're moving from one link to the other, like there's that effect. Okay, so let's comment this and comment these the social icons, because they were not the problem, they were not the issue. So let's uncomment and save and look at our results. Yeah, so you can see how the navbar looks very beautiful, very nice. So the next one is the hero section. Yeah, so I think we are through with the navbar. So the hero section is supposed to be like that. So the first thing, like, you're going to import all the necessary things that you're going to be needing for this project. So you can just copy it from the navbar and paste it here. So let's move the one that we won't need, like that one. Then let's move this one, the icons. We won't need the icons in the hero section. let's remove the unnecessary ones and add the necessary ones here still. So you can add here import, that is going to be the global styles from, that's going to be dash 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 stroke dash dash stroke constants stroke the global style, sorry, not style. To move this div, won't need the div as it is, right, like that. Can add our own custom one, so we can say like hero container, and so this div is known as hero container. So in this hero container you can add even some other divs that we'll be needing. So you have hero content, you can just name it in any way that you want, but I think like this works perfectly for me. Now this hero content is going to have a hero title, but so what's the word, hello emoji, yeah, that's the part that has the hello. So after saving it, I get this error. So the problem with this import, so it was supposed to be dot slash constants. So let's look for the emoji that you want. So remember, if you want to get the emojis from the VS Code, you can just press Windows plus that's the column, the column, all the emojis that you want. So let's look for the hello one. Yeah, there is the one that you want. So like that. So right here, the text that is hello yeah, that's okay. Then save it. Let's just inspect here. Obviously there's going to be errors, because let's also add here some important divs that I say hello title, mean that there's the emoji and the text is going to be enclosed inside the hello title. So you know it's not supposed to be hello, but okay, let's first of all add here subtitle. Favorite subtitle to be Tony Brian. That's my name. You can even add your own name still. Yeah. So in your case, add your own name in that section. But here let me add Tony Brian. That is my name. So you can say here hero text. Hero text is the one that's going to containing this text as per our finished project. You can see it. So it's going to have that text. You can just copy it, or still you can just have any text that you want. Remember, like, it's not supposed to be only that text, but you can add any text that you want. Any text that you feel is perfectly as per you. So let me just put here some words. 1 minute. Remember, you can just copy it. As per our finished portfolio, we do have this button, and inside it, we're going to have the text find out more. So then, like that. Yeah. So let's add that right image that we saw it in our finished portfolio. So we're going to add that right image by saying, adding here another div that's known as hero image container. That's hero image container, the image that is in our hero container. So hero image container. Remember, you can name it as per any word that you want. So no problem. So you can see here hero image. This hero image is going to be containing a source, and it's going to get the image from, that's going to be images dot hero. The image is coming from that images dot hero part. Then it's going to be the hero image. Can still save it, but first of all, let's add some styles, some component styles here. So hero container, you can give it a style of, that's going to be styled.div, and then you can say like position to be relative. That's for the hero container. Yeah, we just want the position to be relative. You can say display to be flex. Then align items, let's say center, and then overflow to be hidden. And then I'm going to say padding, let's give the padding to be 2 rem. Then from this point you can say again like that's the hero content, sorry, as you can see there. Yeah, that means that all the contents that are inside the hero content are going to have these styles. So you can say const hero content going to be styled.div is going to have these styles. So z index, you're going to say to be 1. You can give it a color of HFFF, that's just white. Then text align, let's say it's left. Then max width, supposed to be 50%. Then padding bottom, give it a padding bottom of 2 rem. And then again, so that's other part, the hero title, we need like to give it this style. So hero title, the hero title is the one that contains the emoji and those texts, and that text hello so you can give it these styles. So font size, let's say font size to be 2.5 rem. I think that's okay. And then give it a font weight to be bold. And then bottom, so yeah, margin bottom, I think suppose let's give it 2 rem. And then let's say subtitle is the one that contains my name, or in your case your name has your name. So the style.h2. Now this one, the subtitle, want it to be having the height of 2. You don't want it to be so large. So font size, let's give it 3 rem. Font weight, let's say, I think it should be bold. Bold will look much better. Margin bottom, give it a 1.5 rem. And then give it a font family. So because we want it to be cartoonish, you're going to add a font family later, but I'm going to show you in real time. So let's move first of all to hero text. Hero text is going to have this hero text, that's the that's the paragraph. It's going to have these styles, that's the font size 1.2 rem. Color, want it to be blue as per our finished portfolio. And then we want the color, okay, before that let's give our emoji some styles, that's the hello emoji. So going to be style.span, like we need to give some styles as to be able to regulate it or control it. So styled dot span. Want its size to be font size of 3 rem, and let's say some font family to be Comic Sans, MS, or even you can say, like, in case you can add just cursive. In case if that fails, you can just add the cursive. Then give us some other styles. That is for the hero image container. That's the one that the image that was in the right side of our finished portfolio. So hero image container going to be style.div. Now inside the contents that are in this div, position is going to be absolute. Top, let's say top to be 0, right to be 0, height, let's say to be 100%. Yeah, something like that's okay. Then let's say let's now give the hero image the specific style. So your hero image is equal to style.img. Width is going to be 100%, and then the height is going to be 100% still, and then object fit, let's say just cover, and then the border, let's give it 4 pixels. Then it's going to be solid h f, that is right. Those are so many f's, no problem. Still okay. So and then border radius, so border radius is going to be 20 pixels. Yeah, I think with that everything is well and perfectly done. Just save it and see. Let's inspect and see if where the error is. So there's an error here. There's an uncaught error here. Also, it was supposed to be style, not style, in that part of hero image container. So let's save again. Inspect it. If no 4 errors, okay. So as you can see here from this point, the halo emoji. So it's not supposed to be halo emoji. Yeah, so we're supposed to change it to be not hero emoji. Sorry, it's not supposed to be halo title. So it's supposed to be hero title, not halo title. Just change it. Yeah. Then border to be none, and then border radius, let's say 5 pixels. Then cursor, let's give it pointer, but yeah, cursor, let's say it's supposed to be pointer because want for someone to know, like, hey, that's a button, and it's not just some style in there. So cursor pointer. Now transition color, that's going to be background. The transition is going to be background color 0.3 seconds is still the same, means going to have that hovering effect. So we can add this on, and then say background color to be dark blue. That means when someone, like, directs or moves the pointer, that the mouse pointer is going to change it, as you can see. So but there's a problem with this image. I don't know, it's large and it's like trying to squeeze this text. Still no worries, we're going to fix it. So from this point, see, so you can just import you can use here the global styles because we had already imported it. So you can see here stroke global styles, Yeah, so everything's almost done. Everything's almost done. Let's just move here around and see. Now there's a problem. I don't know, like in that part of the, we need to put that the subtitle to have that cartoonish kind of text. So you can say like it's going to be font family, going to be Comic Sans MS, then cursive, so that all the text in that yeah, you can say like that. So change so that it can be cartoonish like that, or you can have that kind of text, that kind of font. Is it font? Yeah, that kind of uh, font style or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I think everything is done with the hero section. Yes. So we are adding this part of padding, right, for the hero content. So padding right, I think 5 pixels. Yeah, it has moved the image a little bit. You can just play. Remember, like you can just play with numbers. Yeah, I can just play with numbers still. Like CSS, just playing with numbers. You can play with numbers and see which one you like or which one fits you. So let's change it here, 25 pixels, and see. So let's go big. And that 5, let's say 20 RAM. Yeah, I think 20 RAM is okay. They're almost the same, yeah. 20 RAM is the same. So I just change it and put 20 RAM. But remember, you just play with the numbers and everything will be okay. So this now we need now to move the project section. Now let's move and create the project section. Put here a div, and this div we're going to say is known as project container, projects container, and inside the project container you're going to have a h2, that's h2, and this h2 is known as projects. The height of the title of that section, yeah, of that section, and then another div known as project grid, yeah, the one that will be containing all the grids. And then from this part of the project grid, let's see, yeah, supposed to be like this. So let's try and make it almost the same, or the same. Let's and make it the same. So this is going to be, this is what you're going to have. That's project card, project image, sorry. On this same project image, you're going to have a source, that is src source, and the source is coming from images.text image, text image, and you can put an alt, that is text to image generator. We can go further and look at that image, what it is. Then you can have a project title to be set to text to image generator, and have a project description as that is the part that contains the description of that project. So you can just say anything, but let's say just example here, say like converts text input into visually appealing images and add effortlessly. Yeah, think effortlessly. You can just say anything because remember, like as per your case, I believe like the projects are going to be different, are going to be unique. So you can just put it as per your project's description or as per what your project does. Now from here, I need to start putting some styles. I need to start putting some styles, but before that, there's a problem here. In the part of the project grid, it's supposed to be. Let's see. I think everything is okay. Let's first of all start putting some styles. So, project container style.div. I was going to have these styles. That is padding to be 2rem. I was going to have a text align. I think text align. Let's say going to be center. And then we're going to say here const project grid. This const project grid is going to have these styles. Project grid equals to style.div is going to have these styles. So let's say display to be grid, and then grid template columns be repeat, and then autofill, then minimax 300 pixels, then on FR, then gap to be 2rem, and then justify content to be center, then align items to be center still. Yeah, now from here let's start putting some styles again. So const project card link, const project card, so style.div background color to be that, padding to RAM, border radius to be 16 pixels, and box shadow to be 0, the same, like 0, 4 pixels, 8 pixels, then a GBA to be 0, 0, 0, 0.1, then text align, because say text align to be left, and then cursor, let's say cursor to be pointer. Then since you want the hovering effect, so you can say transition to be transform 0.3 seconds is. Then you're going to add the hovering effect, that is at hover to be transform. Let's translate y to be -5 pixels. Yeah, I think that's okay. Then adding some styles again. Const project title to style.h3. I hope like what you're doing here, like at least you are able to understand, because I know this style components may be a little bit confusing, but if you have any question, don't forget to ask me. And even still, you can move to the documentation of the style components, and I think you'll be able to understand. Yeah, so let's continue. So that is the part of the project title. Needs to have that style, the font size to be 1.5 frame, margin bottom 1 rem, and then that color. Then you can say like project description, styled dot p, that's the padding. Dot p, the padding is going to be font size. Want the font size to be 1 rem, and then the save all, and look at our, yeah, so this is how it's supposed to be. So let's look at our project, see what you're presented with. Let's inspect and look at the console, as obvious. const project image to be style.img, the backticks, and then give it a width of 100%, sorry, 100%. Border radius to be 12 pixels. Yeah, 12 pixels is right. Then give it a shadow. That's going to be box shadow. To be almost the same color as those earlier ones. So yeah, 0, 2 pixels, 4 pixels, RGBA to be the same, 0, 0, 0, then 0.1. Simple and clear. Yeah, so from that, still seem like still have some errors. So let's just inspect still. Okay, let's look at this. Yeah, we have some minor errors. So we can just change. So from this point, let's change this one. So it's supposed to be project description. Okay. After saving, it doesn't look that great, but let's do this. Let's add the project card link. This project card link. Let's add this project card link here. This div name as project card link. It's going first of all. So let's first of all go to here. So project card link, and in this project card link, supposed to have a text decoration. Let's give it none, and then we could give it color to be inherit. Save it and look at our result. Yeah, okay, still not that great, but since it's only one card, so let's just try and copy it. And I think okay, but before that, let's put here something. So you can say like const redirect to GitHub. So it needs to be windows.location.href, meaning that when someone presses any of these cards or this card, and meaning it's supposed to send someone to GitHub, to the GitHub page. So in this part, like you can replace it with your image URL. Okay, if for example this one, this is the text image generator, one of the projects that I've done on this YouTube channel, and even I show you how you can deploy it and put that URL there. So okay, so let's first copy it and paste it, I think 6 times, because as per our finished project, our finished website, there were six projects in that website. So let's copy it and paste it 6 times and see like what the result that you're going to get. Yeah, so you can see like the arranging a column. I don't want them to be like that. They're not that great, but let's start doing some changes here. Let's look for some changes or any issue. The reason that's why I want to show you like these issues or these problems or the challenges that I'm facing one by one is because I know maybe you might be facing them while making the same project or even while making your own projects, and like I want to show you how sometimes you can solve them. So yeah, there was an issue here. The project title was not supposed to be A, so it's supposed to be H3. So styles that you had imported, put it there. I know right now like you're already familiar with what the global style has or what it contains. So from this point, let's just try to arrange everything. Still not looking that great, but still no problem. Let's continue debugging it. Okay. So let's start by removing all the necessary, all the default images and all the defaults, everything. Example here, we have removed the image that is supposed to. We have input a new image that is SMS, that is known as the school management system, and even we're changing the project title, and even we're going to change the project description. So let's just input all the project as per what they're supposed to be. Yeah, I know like the layout right now is still not fixed properly, but you're going to fix that later. So let's change it to where it's necessary. So example here, let's change this one. Let's say appointment. That's going to be doctor's appointment. That, so that's just a project. That's just a doctor appointment mobile app, and yeah, made using Flutter. So let's change the title still. The description is going to take a little bit of time. Yeah, so even changing the description, so you can just input all the projects that you have done or the best projects that you think is great. So even changing here HMS, that's the image known as that, and this HMS is refers to hospital management system. So it's going to have still that same title, hospital management system, and then also you can change the description. It's the description. I'm sorry for the background noise, like there's a lot of noise in the place that I stay, but I hope you can at least get what I'm saying. Okay, so sorry for it. If it causes any distractions, please pardon me for that. Okay, so let's change again the description here. Then put another project here. Let's say chat. So let's say chat application to be the alt. Then change the project title, something like maybe chat application. Then change the description, project description. Example here, let's say get easy and seamless chat services with our React chat application, which has what, yeah, all those words. The last one here you can say is a LMS, that is learning management system, and then still the same, change the title and description. But remember here we are we are reusing a lot of things. Like, we are not reusing, but we are hard coding a lot of things here. But if I wanted to, I would have made this part be reusable, and I would have made this part to be much easier, but easier to understand. Okay, but if I would have done that, then this video would have been more than 2 hours. Like, I didn't want it to be so long, but you can make this part at least even to be reusable and to be much through with this part of the project. So we have saved it, and we have changed, yeah. So everything now looks okay, yeah. And we have again and now to technology section. So this technology section is one that contains all the technologies or all the languages that you know. See the same, copy all the imports and paste it there. And then let's now start moving and making some changes here. Technologies part is supposed to look something like this. So let's move here and remove this default div first of all, because we're not going to use it like that. So you can add a div known as technologies container, and inside it you're going to have an h2. This h2 is going to have technologies. That's the title of it. And yeah, inside it you're going to say technologies list. Inside the technologies container, we're going to have another div known as technologies list. This part is going to contain all the list of the technologies of our technologies. So here you can see technology item. This one is going to contain each single item of each single item or each item, yeah. And here in technologies item, we're going to have technology icon. So technology icon is going to include the image that you're going to be using. Example, you can say here the image source. You can say the source will be images.javascript. Then alternative, you can just say JS icon. Yeah, as per what you wish. Then here you can say technology name. Below it you can say technology name. Then the technology name is going to be JavaScript. Okay, yeah, like that. Thing like that, everything is okay. So you can just copy and try and paste it. But before that, let's container. You can say style.div backticks, and then you can add some styles here. Padding to be 2rem, and then text align to be center. And then here again, I say const technologies list to be style.ul. That's another list. Then say you're going to say list style. Want it to have no style, so we're going to say like list style to be none. Want it to have no style in terms of listing, yeah. Padding 0, display flex. Then I'm going to say flex wrap to be wrap, and then justify content is going to be center. And then you can say here const technology item. Const technology item can add this style.li. Technology, not technologies, so it's going to be technology. Yeah, so let's change it, technology item. So I think only one. Let's give it a style of margin to be 1rem. Technology icon, that is style for each icon. It's going to be style.img, the backticks. Then the styles are width, want it to be 64 pixels. and then the height, we want the height to be 64 pixels. And then I'm going to say const technology name. The technology name, I want it to have this style. Just margin top, let's say margin top, let's say 0.5 frames. But remember, always play with these styles so as to know which one you best prefer. So these are according to me, like I like 0. I want it to have only that margin top of 0.5 frame, like that. Copy and paste it multiple times, and in each time we're going to be putting the correct image and the correct technology name. Let's just copy and paste it. But remember, this one still you can make this part to be reusable, instead of even instead of recording it, you can make it to be reusable still. So let's put here some changes. Instead of JavaScript, let's make these changes. Let's make these changes. So let's say React, and then Alt, I think still React. See the name again, the technology name, React. Still here, Docker. See here, Docker. And then still Alt, let's say Docker still. Then change this one is going to be Figma. Yeah, Figma. Alt still Figma. And then let's say that is going to be Flutter. Yeah, Flutter, and then Flutter, the Alt. Then add this one to be anything, well, let's say Git. Yeah, Git for version controlling. Okay, yeah, so add this one to be Git, and then Alt to be Git. So not Git, not Guild, Git, and then here HTML. You can even say just HTML5 still, no problem. So let's just say HTML. Then here material UI. Let's say just material. Then the part of the alternative, you can just say material UI, no problem. So still again, let's copy and paste it. Sometime let's copy and paste it. So we can come here and do some changes. But let's just do this. So this is how it's supposed to be. So let's change this one to be Node.js. Node.js, and then this one Node.js. And the next one you can say like Python. Then let's say Redux toolkit, Redux, and then you can say SAS, that is SASS, and then you can say Tailwind, then TypeScript. Let's see how it is. Yeah, it looks beautiful. So let's move to the next section. That is the about section. Copy it and then paste it. So copy the necessary imports and then paste it. Then remove the ones that we are not going to be needing. That's going to be the about container. Then inside the about container, we're going to say about text. This about text is going to have h3, and this h3 we can say is going to be hi. This text is going to be hi. I'm Brian. Hi, I'm Brian, and then it's going to be have an about title. So the about title is going to be about me. Yeah, about me. And then let's put here a paragraph. You can just say like Lore Ipsum. I think more okay. Then it's going to have button. So this button is going to have the text download CV. Or you can say download resume, no problem. You can change it as per your requirement, or as per your need, or as per your liking. So you can say download CV. And then now below the about text, you can put here another div about image container. Now this about image container is going to contain that image, the image that was on the right side in the about section. So it's going to be about image, and then the source is coming from the source, which is images.about, because remember we imported it. So the alt, you can say about img. And then yeah, everything is almost done. So let's just try first of all to put some styles here. So you can say like const about container. Const about container, you can give it these styles. Let's say it's going to be style the div. You can give it the style of display. Let's say it's going to be flex. Display to be flex. Align items, let's say it's going to be center. And then justify content, you can say it's going to be center still. Padding, let's say it's going to be 2 rem. Now and then again here you can say const about text. You want that text to have these properties or these styles. So you can say style.div, and then put the backticks. You can say flex to be 1, and then margin left to be 1 rem. Again, let's say here is going to be const about title. Const about title. This const about title is going to be have the style.h2. H2 that just means height2. Height2, and then put the backticks. For this margin bottom. Margin bottom want it to be 2 rem. Color want it to be H333. Font size const about image container. Yeah, the const about image container. That meaning that the image or the content in that image container is going to have this property. So it's going to be, first of all, it's going to have flex, and we want this flex to be 1. then display to be flex, justify content to be center, align items to be center still, const about image is going to be styled.img. Then it's going to have max width is going to be 100%. Then border radius is going to be 20 pixels. Then box shadow is going to be 0, 0. Then 20 pixels RGBA, like a 0, 0, 0, and then 0.2. Yeah. So let's give again the button some styles. The button which has the text download CV. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so we want that button to have these styles. So you can say style.button, and the backticks can add these styles. Background color, want it to be blue. We want the color to be white. Want the padding to be 1 rem, then 2 rem. Want the font size to be 1 rem. We want the border to be none. We don't want any border on our button. Then we want the border radius to be 5 pixels. We want the cursor to be pointer. And then we want the transition to be background color to be 0.3 seconds is. So meaning it's going to have this hovering effect. And then we're going to have an hovering effect for 0.3 seconds. So I can say add and hover to have that color, that's background color to be dark blue. Yeah, so I don't know if you've realized that we've been using the necessary p tag. You can just copy the same. These are just some text that are some text. Yeah, they're just some random text with no meaning. You can copy it, or you can copy it from the internet. So yeah, very simple. Or you can just put any text that you want. Yeah, so from there I think we are through with our about section. Yeah, because it looks nice. So let's now move to the achievement section. The achievement section is going to contain the achievement and the experience section. Yeah, going to be half of it. So let's move to achievement.js. Now from this achievement cell, as obvious, we're going to copy the necessary imports and we are going to paste it in our achievement.jsx. So let's move here, paste it like that. Put our own div. So this div is going to have the home container. Let's say going to be home container. So yeah, then this inside this home container, we're going to have another div. This div we're going to call it home column. Then inside it you're going to have another one known as achievement container. And then from this point you can set up the achievement title. That's still the title of that section. So you're going to have the title, that is my achievements. And then from this point you can see the achievement list, and then inside it to be to have achievement column still, and then achievement item inside the achievement column there, achievement item. Then inside this achievement item you can say achievement icon. That's the icon example for achievement. You can put any icon that you want. So still the same. I told you that if you want to get the emojis that we're going to use here, you can just press, that is Windows plus the plus the semicolon. Is it semicolon? Yeah, or plus the colon? Yeah, I think the colon. Semicolon. Yeah, plus the semicolon. And you're going to get this section of the emoji, and you can choose any emoji that you want or that you want to include in your code. So I've chosen this one. From this point, you can add the achievement text. You can just put any text that you want. So, but in my case, I'm going to say first place in coding. You can just put any text or any achievement that you want. Okay, like maybe if you so you're copying it and pasting it because it's just repeating itself. So let's just copy and paste it. So we're going to only just change the part of the achievement text and change the icons. Yeah. So yeah, I've already done it. So and I've pasted it. Here it is. You can take a look at it. I didn't want to do it manually because it will have taken a lot of time and I will have wasted your time. But I've done it and here it is. So you can look at it. Now let's do now the most important one of the most important parts, which is adding the necessary styles. So you can say const achievement container. Now we want before we do that, we want this achievement container to contain or to have these styles. Okay, so we want it to and then your div and then the backticks. So you can have it, you can say is to have to be padding to be 2 rem, then text align to be center. Then you can say const achievement title. This achievement title is going to have these properties or these styles. I don't know if you can see it, yeah, there. So achievement title, that's the title. No, that is the title that has our the title that has our achievement, my achievement here. So margin bottom 2 rem, color white, that is HFFF, font size to be 2 rem. And then you can say const achievement list, to be to have this side, that is style.div. Then I'm going to say display to be display flex. Then justify content to be center. And then you can say something like flex wrap to be wrap. And then you can add here const achievement column. This const achievement column is going to have these styles. Const achievement column, so the same flex 1, min width to be 250 pixels, then margin, I want it to have margin of 0, then 1 rem. Then now let's give the achievement item some style. So these are the styles that are going to that the achievement item is going to be having. So let's start by first of all giving it a margin bottom. So I'm going to say margin bottom to be 1 rem. Text align is going to be left. Padding you can say padding is going to be 1 rem. And then you can say background color. Background color is going to be white. And just say HFFF. Then border radius, let's give the border radius to be 8 pixels. 8 pixels. And then box shadow is going to be transform 0.3 seconds is. Then for us to have that hovering effect, so it's going to be under hover. We're going to say still the same transform to be translate y, then -5 pixels. Then let's give the achievement icon some style. Now we're going to say const achievement icon going to be equal to style dot span backticks, and then here we're going to say margin right. Margin right is going to be 0.5 frame. Yeah, right. Okay, 0.5 frame. And then font size is going to be 1.5 frame. And then we're going to say here const home container. Yeah, so let us achievement. There's an issue. Yeah, there's a spelling error here. Let's say, let me change it first. Achievement. Yeah, I think achievement. Yeah, I think it's written like that. So let's say again, your const home container. I don't know why it's showing like there is an error, but there's no error. Let's just continue. Maybe it's just going to fix itself, because maybe the IDE doesn't recognize that it right now is okay. So let's continue. So it's going to be home column. Now this home column is going to have this style. And then justify content to be space between. Then flex wrap is going to be wrap. And then gap is going to be 2rem. Then you can say here const home column. Home column is going to be styled dot div. Home column is going to be styled dot div. So that was home container, not home column. Then here the next one, home column is going to have a flex of 50%. 1 and then 50%. Then let's move to achievement text. We want this achievement text to have these stars be our output. Yeah, like that. But remember, we don't want it to be like this. We want it like to be on one side, and on the other side to have the experience section or the experience side. Okay. Now below this home column, we're going to put here another div known as still home column. Another div still known as home column is going to contain all the properties that you had listed above about the home column. Yeah. And in this home column is the part you are going to include the experience section. Yeah. So before that, let's move to the experience, the file that contains the experience section. So in this file, let's move to that part. So here it is. So you can just use it here, experience. And then let's move to that file now directly, so as to be able to make any changes on it. Let's see first of all. So you need to import it. That is going to be import experience from dash 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 stroke dash stroke experience.jsx. So you're importing it. Yeah, so after importing it, let me check something here. Yeah, so you can see, like, after we've included that section, you can see like everything has arranged itself. Like the achievement section is on one side, and then the experience section is supposed to be on the other side. Yeah. So let's now make the changes in the experience section. we're going to say experience, so we're going to say work experience. So it's going to be work experience. Then change the div to be work experience container. So work experience container. And then inside this work experience container, we're going to have another div known as work experience title. This work experience title is the one that is going to contain the title of that section, which is going to be work experience. Then you can include an experience list, meaning that experience list inside it is going to contain all the lists or of all the section or all the places that we've worked on or all the places that shows our expertise in that specific field, which is software development or software engineering or even web development. Yeah, so experience list, and then here inside it experience item. The experience item is each of the item. So experience item. Now inside this experience item, you can say example company name to have this div known as company name, and you can say the name of your company, but let me just give an example. You can say ABC company, and then you can move below, give another div known as this div known as position, and then we're going to say the position is going to be software engineer. And remember, like, it's good to start from the top because now this one is the top one, the top position. So duration is going to be, let's say, January 2020, then to present. Top position meaning that the current one. Okay, yeah, we are starting like with the current one, going down, because remember, like, code is usually executed from top to bottom, sorry. Codes are usually executed from top to bottom, and it's always nice to have the recent code to be on the upper part. So if I come to this about section, copy the lorem ipsum. I want to use that part for the description of the job in ABC company. Then you can move again, create another experience item. You can just copy and paste it, and then just change it where possible. So I'll change it to XYZ company, change it to position to be web developer, and then we're changing the duration or the duration of our stay in that specific company. You can say anything. Let's say example, you can say just June 2018 to December 2019. You can say anything. Yeah, I think with that you are through with our experience section, but the only thing left is now let's implement the styles and everything will be okay. It's the same, yeah. So let's implement here the styles. So you have the let's first of all import these things. There is the FA building. So import FA building from React icon FA. And then I'm going to import this one. So we're going to import, first of all, remove that image. You don't want any images. If you're building just like a line, okay, I'll show you what it is later. Just like a line that will be separating the achievement and the experience part. So, and then we have here, let's remove any unnecessary imports. And then, now let's start right now putting all the unnecessary styles. Yeah, so we've imported even the global styles. So you can say like the styles of const work experience container going to be styled.div. So this one is going to have this style, that is background color to be H12 12 12. Then the color is going to be white, that is HFFFF FFFF. Font family to be Arial, or you can say even sans serif, if in case one fails. Then we have padding to be 2 rem, font align to be left. It's going to be like on the left side, Now we have a const work experience title, style.h1. Margin bottom, want it to be 2 rem. Margin bottom is going to be 2 rem. Then font size to be 2 rem. And then here we want const experience list. Now this const experience list is going to be have this style, that is equal to style.ul or another list. So we're going to have this style, which is list style to be none, padding to be 0. Again, here there is const experience item. This const experience item is going to be equal to style.li. Li is just the list item. So we're going to have margin bottom to be 2 rem, and then we're going to say border left. Border left want it to be 4 pixels, and then solid white or solid HFFF. Then padding to be padding left to be 1 rem. 1 rem is okay. Then we want to say const company name, meaning that the company name is going to contain these styles. So it's going to be style.h3. Want the font size to be 1.5 frame. Want the margin bottom to be 0.5 frame. Then you can even add some styles on the position. Yeah, so you can say const position style.p. Give it some font size to be 1.2 rem, and then font style to be italic, and then you want the margin bottom to be 0.5 frame. And then still, even with the duration, it's nice at least to give it some style. So const duration to equal to style.p, font size 1 rem, then margin bottom to be 0.5 frame. And then const description, you can say equal to style.p, font size to be 1 rem. Yeah, I think that one is okay. We can just save it. And so we are experiencing here some problem. So let's change. There's a problem here. So there's an issue or an error somewhere. Is the styling. Let's move to the work experience part. Let's see. So saving it. Let's see. Yeah, everything right now is okay. So I don't know if you can see how it looks. It looks beautiful. Now I think, yeah, so the only thing remaining right now is to move to the last part, which is the footer. Now let's move to the footer. So in this footer file, so we're going to do almost the same thing as we did the first thing as the other ones. So we're going to first of all copy all the necessary imports and paste it in it. After pasting it, and put it as footer container. Then in this footer container, it's going to be inside containing footer text. This footer text is the one that's going to contain, like, let's say something like looks like the copyright, something like that. Yeah, the copyright. So you can add this footer text, and then you can say inside it, let's say a copy, and then new date dot get full year. Now this one is going to input the correct year or the current year. Okay, right now it's 2024. Yeah, so the current year. So you can say, and then that's the name ya Twinyi Brand and that's my name there after the get full year. So again, we can create another footer text. This footer text is going to contain like maybe some text. Let's say built with React, and style with style components. Yeah, something like that. So let's save and see how it looks. So before that, let's add some styles. So footer container is going to have this style, that's color white, padding to be 2 rem, then 0. Text align is going to be center, width is going to be 100%. Then I'm going to say padding bottom. Now padding bottom is going to be 0. Then you're going to have const footer text. Footer text is going to be is equal to styled p. Now it's going to have style of margin to be 0. Then I'm going to say const footer link, but let's say not use the footer link first of all, but I'll tell you why you're going to use it later. Yeah, so after saving it, this is what you're getting. But there's a problem there with the copy. So it's supposed to be not supposed to be the $sign, it's supposed to be the under. But before that, let's put footer some links, and this link is going to be with that React text and that style component. So you can say footer link, and inside it you can input that the React text, and even still the same with the style components, because you want when someone presses that React text, he or she is directed to the React website. And so if someone presses the style components, he or she will be directed to the style components website. So like that. So you can say footer, and then href, we have inputted that is the URL for React, and even the other one is the URL for style components. The style const footer link to be containing these styles, footer link, and then style A. So color to be white, text decoration is going to be none, font weight you can say to be bold, and then at hover want it to be text decoration to be underlined. Text decoration to be underlined. Yeah, so after saving it, that's what you're getting. But still the same. Okay, so let's change that copy part. Yeah, I had forgotten. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can see like it looks perfect. It looks perfectly. Yeah, so and that copy. Yeah, so everything right now is perfectly everything. Yeah, so we are through with our project. But I don't know if you realized one thing. We are through with our project, but we did not implement one thing, which is responsiveness. Okay, so I'll leave it to you up to here. Now I've given you a task, or you can go and do it. I want you to add responsiveness to this web application, this website. Sorry, this website can add responsiveness, because you can see it's not responsive in small devices, but on larger devices it's okay. But in small devices, not okay. So I want you to add it, and after adding all the responsiveness, I want you to tag me on my social media icons on LinkedIn, that is Yatungi Brian Ondeko, on X, or even in Facebook. And I'm going to put the link in the description below. So remember, add the part of the responsiveness, and even you can add any necessary routes. Okay, let's say example, let's move to this app file. This example, how you can add responsiveness. Let me just give you an example. And in this device that have 768 pixels, this property is what's supposed to apply, meaning that the overflow is supposed to be hidden. That's just an example of how you can go about in implementing responsiveness. So go and do it. And if you like the video, please subscribe and don't forget to share and like the video. I love you all. Thank you so much for staying until right now. I appreciate all of you. Please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. Until next time. Bye bye.